Hi, it's Hannah. Um, so my next book that I have for you is a Nicholas Sparks book, A Message in a Bottle. It's not one of my favorites, but I did like it a lot. It made me cry really hard at the end. It's really sad. I never saw the movie, I saw the movie after I read it, and I hated the movie. It stinks. It's terrible. It's so slow. It's long, and nothing like the book at all. You have to read the book because you'll just never want to watch the movie, and you're just gonna want to read the book 900 times. So, if you've seen the movie, you probably know how sad the ending is, and I bawled my eyes out. And So anyway, if you haven't seen the movie, this is a good book to read by Nicholas Sparks. It's wonderful. So anyway, it's about this woman who's in her 30s. She lives in Boston. Her name's Teresa. She works at the big newspaper. I don't know if it's Boston Times or what. And so anyway, her ex-husband cheated on her, so they're separated. And she has a son who's around 12 years old. I think his name is Kevin. And his son visits his dad in Disneyland, and so her son's gone for 6 weeks, and she takes off time of work and she goes to Cape Cod with her coworker who has a house down there. And so she likes to run every morning, so she's running on the beach and she finds this message in a bottle, and it says like, "Dear Catherine," it's like it confesses his love and how much he misses her, and it's like from Garrett. So she's like, "Who is this Garrett? This seems unreal. Like, am I in a movie? How can a guy love a woman like that?" And it's just the letters that he sends her is amazing. Nothing like the movie. They're just anyway, nothing like the movie. And you just have to read the book just because the letters are amazing. Just like yeah. And so anyway, her coworker convinces her to publish, and because she works for the Boston Times and has her own like column, she convinces her to publish the message she found in the bottle, and she takes out like the initials and the names because she doesn't want it like being known or whatever. And also, there was a beach mentioned, and she left that out too. But she did publish it, and she got hundreds of like fan mail and thousands of calls and all this other stuff. Everyone was loving it. And so this lady calls her and is consistently calling her, and finally she answers and she says, "What?" And then the lady asks her like, "Who's the names?" And she says, "Sorry, I don't want to give that out. Personal information." And she says, "Is it Catherine and Garrett?" And her like heart stops, and she's like, "Oh my God, what?" And she realizes that she found that lady that called her. She found one. So the lady faxed her over his message, and it was beautiful too. And so she loved it even more. And so anyway, so since she works at the Boston Times, she has access to all like Harvard, like all the colleges in Boston's area. And so she just does some research and looks up message in a bottle and finds that a professor wrote an article, and found out that there was an excerpt of one of like the messages, and she just knew Garrett wrote it. So she called up the guy, convinced him to fax over his letter, and now she has 3 letters. Now she has 3 letters, and she just wants to find who this man is. I mean, she just wants to find love again. She was cheated on, and she just wants to know who this man is that could have so much love for a person. And she doesn't go. She visits him. She doesn't go there just to want to meet him and make him fall in love with her. It just happens. They do fall in love. She doesn't tell him about the messages. They visit each other because I think it's somewhere in Virginia, and she lives in Massachusetts, obviously. So they visit each other like 3 times a week. Everything's going great. I mean, he has this hard time because the lady that he wrote the letter, the lady that he wrote the letters to, it's his ex-wife because she passed away, and that was the love of his life, and they just, I don't know, he finds love again, so it's hard for him to not be with her every day. And then The ending, I don't even want to tell you. Oh my god, I want to like cry again because it's so sad and makes me upset. But you have to read this because you have to know the ending, and I don't care, like, don't read the movie. I mean, don't see the movie, please. You have to read the book first because it's just so different. Like, the characters are different. Like, her coworker that I can't remember her name. I think it starts with a D. But she's in the book a lot, and she's not even in the movie. And I was, what? And the casting wasn't that good. No offense to, I don't know what the actor's name is, the guy that played Garrett. Not the best looking man, a little old. I mean, he's supposed to be like 30, like young 30s, and he looks like 40. I mean, I know he's stressed out from his wife dying, but come on. And so, yeah, I was really upset that the movie was so bad. But that's all I have. I really want you to read this. It's a really good book. Not my favorite Nicholas Sparks. I'll be doing a lot of other Nicholas Sparks books because he's a really good author. I love him. But yeah, this is Message in a Bottle, and I hope you read it. Bye.